first day of the daily draw, and I'm back and I'm going to be doing the draw with grandparents today. First of all, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who is joining in and drawing with their grandparents and their aunts. It's so lovely to hear that you're doing it, and it warms mine and mum's heart, so thank you so much. But today we're going to be drawing a strawberry, so let's get on to that. So what I've got here is just a scrap piece of paper. We can throw it in the bin afterwards, it doesn't matter at all. It's just to make sure that we warm up, and I'm going to warm up by doing some curves and some circles because we've got these big round strawberry shapes. And once I've done those big circles, I'm happy with those, that's definitely enough there. I'm going to do some little circles, still making them really, really light and holding my pencil halfway up so that we get these really nice light marks. And then just around one of them, I'm going to put some petals. And again, using a build-up of little light marks. And what I hope you notice about this flower that I've just drawn, this is how we're going to draw them when we come onto the actual picture, is that they do not touch. And there is a definite space between where the petal ends and the middle of the flower and between each of the petals. So I want you to remember that when we come onto the actual picture, which we're going to start now. So I'm going to start with a mark halfway in downwards on the page and halfway longways of the page. So it's going to be exactly in the middle of our page. And then all I'm going to do is draw a really curvy triangle, just like this. And you can make it as big or as small as you want. You can fill the page with strawberries if you want. I'm then going to come and try and get this nice strawberry shape. So I'm going to do a curve, just like this. And I'm going to rub out my line here and here, and I'm just going to join them up, just like that. And I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to do 3 small little triangles on the very top, just like that. And then I'm going to come beneath that to this strawberry, which we're going to have on the bottom. And this one reminds me of an ice cream cone. So we're going to go just like this and do a round bottom for the ice cream. It's kind of on its side if you look that way. And then I'm going to join this just because that helped me when I did it. And then we're going to do 3 different arches almost. So we're going to do one like this. Then we're going to make this one straight. So we've got arch, straight, and then I want to join it up in another arch. Can you see that? So we've got arch, straight line, and another big circle joining it to the bottom. And that is our first shape. So the first thing that I'm actually going to do is change my shape here slightly and bring it out, because I think my strawberry is too small, and I'm just going to bring it just like that. And then I'm going to put some leaves on the top. I'm still really happy with where these were placed, but I'm just going to do one big leaf like that. The middle one is like the biggest and the most prominent one, so I'm going to give it a little kind of spike at the top, just like that. And then this one, we're going to come out, and instead of going all the way back and touching the body of the strawberry, I'm just going to bring it like that. And that's all we're going to do on this one. So I'm going to rub out my line here, and I'm really happy with that shape. I'm now going to come onto this one and rub out this line. And what I'm going to do is similar to what I did here, is just make it bigger. So just like this, but still so we have that line there. And I still think it looks like an ice cream cone. And then we're going to do the same thing and add these kind of like leaves to our strawberry. So we're having 4 on this one. And then we also want to put a stem, just like that. And then we're going to come on to do 2 flowers. So I'm going to put one up here, just where I put that circle, and one here. And then we're going to add in these petals, I nearly said leaves, petals And just the same way that we did them in the warm-up. So we do one, leave a space, and do the second. And if they go to the edge of the page, do not worry about it. Just like that. And then I'm going to do one here, and I'm probably going to make it a wee bit smaller than I did the last one. I think I made that quite big. And that is the end of our second stage. So if you want to put in the leaves, the flowers, and if you want to make yours a bit bigger, which I did on both of mine, then do that as well. So for the last bit of drawing, we are going to just do 5 or 6 little dots surrounding them here. So I've done 6 dots just surrounding there. I'm going to do 5 on this one. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And once you've done that, you can add in the pips to your strawberries. And what we want to do is have them in the motion where the lines are going. So in the middle, I want to do some that are going just straight down, pointing towards the bottom. But at the side, we want to have them, and we want them to be curved. Can you see like that? Because they're curving round the side, and the same on this side. So I'm going to have them curving from the top to the bottom. And you can have as many of these or as few as you want. So I've put quite a lot on there. And so on this one, I'm probably not going to put as many. There we go. And that is the last stage. So I'm going to come on and use watercolor pencils to paint my picture because I really love these. But if you don't have watercolor pencils, if you want to use paint or crayons or coloring pencils, just watch what I do and then you can have a go yourself. So I'm going to start with 2 colours. I've got a really bright red here for the strawberries, and I'm going to outline my strawberry shape here, just like that. And I'm then going to come, and with using both my brown and my red, I'm going to go over these marks that we made in the 3rd step, just like that. And I'm going to go over them as well with a wee bit of brown. So just a tiny bit. And you don't even have to do it on every single one. It's just to make it a wee bit different. And then I'm going to really, really lightly, and can you see that I'm using the pencil at the very, very top? I'm going to colour it in. Just really, really light marks. And what we're actually going to do is leave a space. So I'm going to draw around it. And I want that bit to be white. And I'm going to do the same on this one, and I'll try to be a wee bit quicker. So outline the strawberry shape and do the lines in both red and brown. And then I want to again leave a big white space, which I'm going to do here. This is just to add some shading, and this is going to show where the light is really hitting the strawberry. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. So I like to, when I use watercolor pencils, I find it really easier just to go around the outline first. And that is kind of like putting a force field in, just making sure that we don't go outside of that outline that we've put in. A bit more water, and then I'm going to go over it. Now hopefully, because the marks that we put in for the pips were done quite strongly, they'll stay. And in this white space, we've already got some paint on our brush. So if we do that, it just becomes a wee bit lighter. And then I'll do the same thing here. We go around the outline first. Then wash my brush and come in here, and it should be a wee bit lighter. Just like that. I'm then going to do the flowers, which we've got here. And the first thing I'm going to do is go round all the petals in grey, just like that, and do just a mark on each of the petals as well. And then the inside of the flower, use the yellow ochre. And so that when we paint that, the grey kind of merges. And even though the petals, when we drew them, aren't actually touching each other, because the paint is moving around, it joins together to form a beautiful flower. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing here, which is go round the petals, and then using my yellow ochre, I'm going to do the middle bit. Oh, and don't forget these lines. We didn't do those when we were actually drawing it in the first time with our pencil, so just don't forget to do those at this bit. And it's okay if the yellow and the grey merge together. Mine definitely have. I think it looks quite nice. And the final thing we're going to do is the leaves. We're actually going to use a wee bit of brown to do those triangles that we put in. And this is a reddy brown, so it won't look too different to the red that we've just done. And then going to outline the leaves and really lightly colour them in. So what I hope you can see there's a clear difference between the green on the outline and the green that was done inside. And we're just going to do exactly the same for the other strawberry. Really light marks inside. And then we're going to take, I'm using my smallest brush for this bit because especially that stem, that's a really small space. So as soon as we touch the brush, we get this gorgeous green colour. And the little brown bits, I'm actually not going to turn those to paint. I think you can see them and they might merge a wee bit with the green, but I'm happy with that. And that is our strawberry pictures. We would really love to see them, so please send them to us. Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I know I loved drawing those strawberries, and now I really want to go eat strawberries and cream for lunch. I really hope you send us your pictures either through Facebook or Instagram. I'd really love to see them, and I know Mum would too. Please join us tomorrow where Mum will be teaching a very special VE Day celebration design. So I really hope you can come along.